14-year-old Maya was known by almost everyone at school, not because she was the best student, but because she had a sharp tongue, a stubborn attitude, and a habit of ignoring everyone who tried to guide her. Slow down in the hallway, do your homework, respect your parents. Every instruction sounded like noise to Maya. She rolled her eyes at teachers, slammed doors at home, and laughed whenever people warned her about consequences. To her, rules were made for weak people, and for a while it seemed like nothing bad would ever happen to her. Maya, her mother shouted from the kitchen one Monday morning. You are late again. Maya walked out of her room wearing headphones, chewing gum loudly. I heard you the first time, she muttered. You didn't finish your assignment last night either, her father added while reading newspaper. So what? It's my life. Her father lowered the newspaper slowly. One day, your attitude will hurt you. Maya laughed sarcastically. Please, everyone says that. She grabbed her
Okay,
bag
I'll be home
and
for dinner.
left the house without even saying goodbye. Outside, dark clouds were gathering, but Maya ignored them too. At school, things were not different. During mathematics class, Mr. Otieno caught her talking loudly. Maya, please keep quiet and pay attention. Instead of apologizing, she leaned back in her chair. This class is boring anyway. The room became silent. Some students looked down nervously. Mr. Otieno sighed deeply. You are intelligent, Maya, but intelligent without discipline destroys people. She smirked. Whatever. A few weeks later, Maya became friends with an older girl named Tracy. Tracy skipped classes, insulted teachers, and often disappeared during school hours. To Maya, Tracy seemed cool. One afternoon, Tracy whispered, Let's leave school early. Nobody will notice. Maya hesitated for a half a second. Then she remembered her mother's voice. Stay away from bad company. She ignored it. Let's go. The two girls sneaked out through the back gate laughing. For the first time in months, Maya felt free. Or at least she thought she did. That evening, Maya's mother noticed a message from school. Your daughter missed afternoon classes today. Maya, her mother asked carefully, Where were you? At school. Maya lied immediately. Her mother stared at her quietly. Maya, don't lie to me. I said I was at school. Her father stood up slowly from the couch. We are trying to protect you. You are trying to control me, Maya shouted. She stormed into her room and slammed the door so hard the walls shook. On the other side of the door, her mother began to cry softly, but Maya ignored that too. On Friday evening, Tracy called her. There is a party tonight, Tracy said excitedly. No adults. Come. Maya knew her parents would never allow it. Still, she sneaked out through a window after midnight. The music at the party was loud. Teenagers shouted, danced, and pushed each other around. For a moment, Maya felt powerful. Then everything changed. A fight suddenly broke out between two boys. People screamed. Glass shattered. Someone pushed Maya hard into a table. She fell painfully to the ground. Before she could stand, panic spread everywhere. Everyone began running. Maya tried to follow, but in the chaos, she slipped near a staircase and crashed down several steps. Pain exploded through her ankle. She screamed, but the music was too loud. Nobody noticed. Minutes felt like hours. Maya sat on the cold floor crying, unable to stand. Her phone battery had died earlier. For the first time in her life, she felt truly helpless. Not cool, not powerful, just scared. Eventually, a neighbor living nearby heard noises and called an ambulance. At the hospital, Maya opened her eyes slowly and saw her parents standing beside her bed. Her mother's eyes were swollen from crying. Her father looked exhausted. The doctor explained quietly. She fractured her ankle badly. She needs time to recover. Silence filled the room. Maya couldn't even look at the parents. Finally, her father spoke. We were terrified. His voice cracked. We thought we lost you. That sentence hit Maya harder than the pain in her ankle. For the first time, she realized something terrible. Her actions were not only hurting herself, they were hurting the people who loved her most. Recovery was difficult. Maya stayed home for weeks. She watched classmates continue with life while she sat quietly thinking about every warning she had ignored. Every word from her parents, every warning from teachers, every bad decision. One afternoon, Mr. Oteno visited her home with school notes. Maya expected another lecture. Instead, he smiled gently. How are you feeling? I'm okay, she whispered. He sat down beside her. You know, Maya, people make mistakes. What matters is whether they learn from them. Tears filled her eyes. I thought nobody cared. Mr. Oteno shook his head. People correct you because they care. That night, Maya cried harder than she ever had before. Not because of pain, but because she finally understood. Months later, Maya returned to school walking carefully with a healed ankle. Students noticed something different immediately. She no longer insulted teachers. She listened during lesson. She apologized when wrong. Even at home, she began helping her mother in the kitchen and speaking respectfully to her father. One evening during dinner, her mother smiled softly. It's good to have our daughter back. Maya looked down quietly. I'm sorry for everything. Her father reached across the table and held her hand. We forgive you. And for the first time in long while, Maya felt peace. Sometimes consequences do not arrive immediately. Sometimes they wait quietly while people continue making wrong decisions. Maya learned that being rude, stubborn, and disobedient may seem harmless at first, but eventually every decision carries a result. And sometimes the hardest lessons are the ones that change us forever. Please like, comment, subscribe to Mel Student Center and hit that bell to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Bye bye. See you.